How do I find the EIN for a parent's estate if the probate case was closed years ago? Start by looking for the estate's old paperwork, because the estate employer identification number is usually printed on documents that had to use it during administration, like estate bank statements, checks, or the paperwork used to open the estate checking account. Next, look for any fiduciary income tax return filed for the estate, especially Internal Revenue Service Form 1041, because that form typically shows the estate's tax identification number. If you cannot find those records at home, request a copy of the estate file from the court in the county where the estate was handled. Even after an estate is closed, that file often points you to the bank or the accountant who worked on the estate, and those third parties may have copies that show the number. Be ready for a common roadblock. Banks and tax professionals often will not release an estate employer identification number unless you can prove you have authority, such as letters of administration or other court documentation. If the bank and tax records cannot be located or are too old to retrieve, the personal representative, or another properly authorized person, may need to work with the Internal Revenue Service to confirm the estate's employer identification number. Do not confuse the estate employer identification number with your parent's Social Security number. They are different numbers used for different purposes. And if a new asset turns up years later, you may need a new court appointment before a bank or agency will release information or funds. So start the records request process early if you have a deadline for a tax filing, claim, or account issue.